Let's be honest. We all experience self-doubt. It shows up at the worst times, right when we need confidence the most. Maybe you're standing at the edge of an opportunity and that little voice inside says, "Who do you think you are to try this? You'll just fail." That's the voice of self-doubt, and it's something we all face. But here's the thing, self-doubt doesn't have to control your life. You're not alone if you've ever felt paralyzed by this voice. It's what keeps you from starting a project, taking a risk, or going after your dreams. It convinces you that playing small is safer and that failure is too scary to face. But that voice, it's lying. It's lying to keep you stuck where you are because deep down, change is uncomfortable and growth is even scarier. But guess what? Every great success story you've ever heard started with someone silencing that voice and pushing through anyway. The good news is you can do it too. So, how do we begin to shut down self-doubt? It starts with self-awareness. Self-awareness is simply getting to know yourself. You might think you already know yourself, but I'm talking about the ability to understand when that negative voice is speaking and why it's speaking. Self-awareness allows you to catch those negative thoughts and stop them before they take over. Here's a quick example. Imagine you've set a goal to exercise regularly, but every morning your mind tells you you're too tired. Skip today. If you're not aware of that pattern, it's easy to listen to it, right? But if you're aware, you can recognize it for what it is, just self-doubt disguised as an excuse. You can say, "I know why I'm thinking this, but I'm not going to let it stop me." Journaling, self-reflection, and mindfulness are all ways to build that awareness. Once you know what triggers your self-doubt, you can take control of it instead of letting it control you. And that's the first step towards winning. Now that we've got self-awareness, the next thing we need is emotional resilience, the ability to bounce back from setbacks. Because here's the hard truth, no matter how disciplined or confident you become, you will fail sometimes, and that's okay. Failure isn't the opposite of success. It's part of the journey. Think about anyone who's achieved something great. They didn't get there without falling a few times. The difference is that they saw failure not as the end, but as a chance to learn and grow. That's what emotional resilience is. Being able to look at failure and say, "What can I learn from this?" Take Thomas Edison, for example. He famously said, "I haven't failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." Every setback was a stepping stone to his success. That's resilience. It's the ability to keep going, no matter how many times you fall. To build resilience, try this. Reframe your failures. Instead of thinking, "I messed up," start asking, "What's the lesson here?" You'll be amazed at how much stronger you feel when you see every failure as a chance to grow. All right, let's talk about the heart of this journey, self-discipline. If self-doubt is the enemy, then self-discipline is the weapon you need to defeat it. Self-discipline isn't glamorous. It's not always fun, but it's the bridge between where you are now and where you want to be. Think of it like this. You could have the most detailed plan to achieve your goals, but if you don't have the discipline to follow through, it's just a wish. What does self-discipline look like? It's waking up early to work out, even when you're tired. It's choosing to study or work on your side project instead of binge watching another series. It's doing the hard things when they're needed, not when you feel like it. Here's the secret. The more you practice self-discipline, the stronger it gets. Start small. Set one simple goal, like making your bed every day or reading 10 pages of a book. Achieve it. Then, move on to bigger things. Over time, you'll build a rock-solid foundation of self-discipline that makes winning inevitable. You've probably heard the saying, "We are our own worst critics." That couldn't be truer when it comes to self-doubt. But here's the thing. If you can talk yourself down, you can also talk yourself up. Positive self-talk is about changing the conversation you have with yourself. When your mind says, "I'm not good enough," answer back, "I am capable. I am strong. I've got this." Now, I get it. Positive affirmations can feel a little cheesy at first, right? But science backs this up. The way you talk to yourself has a direct impact on your mindset and actions. And guess what? When you back up positive self-talk with action, you start to believe it. It's not just about saying, "I can do it." It's about taking that first step, even when it feels hard. Action proves to your mind that positive self-talk is true. So, the next time you hear that voice of self-doubt, flip the script. Turn "I can't" into "I can," and then act on it. No one wins alone. I can't stress this enough. Your circle matters. Have you ever noticed that when you hang around certain people, you feel more motivated, more positive? That's because the people around you shape your mindset. Jim Rohn said, "You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with." Think about that for a second. Who are you surrounding yourself with? Are they lifting you or dragging you down? Winning is a team effort. You need people who challenge you, inspire you, and hold you accountable. If your friends don't push you to be better, it's time to find a new circle. Surround yourself with people who are on the same journey, who believe in you even when you doubt yourself. Another key to silencing self-doubt. Never stop learning. The more you know, the more confident you become. Think about it. When you first start something new, you're bound to make mistakes. That's normal. But the more you learn, the better you get. And the less that voice of doubt has control over you. Knowledge builds confidence. Whether it's reading, taking online courses, attending seminars, or simply learning from your experiences, make learning a lifelong habit. The world is changing fast, and the only way to stay ahead is to keep growing, keep learning, and keep adapting. Speaking of adapting, let's talk about adaptability. In life, things don't always go according to plan, and that's okay. What separates those who win from those who give up is the ability to adapt. Think about the most successful people you know. They didn't get there by sticking to one rigid plan. They adjusted. They pivoted. They saw every challenge as a chance to grow. This is called a growth mindset, the belief that you can improve through effort and learning. With a growth mindset, you don't see failures as permanent. You see them as opportunities to get better. So, when life throws you a curveball, instead of thinking, "I can't handle this," try saying, "This is tough, but I'll figure it out." That's how winners think. You know what else helps along this journey? Gratitude. It's easy to focus on what's going wrong or what we haven't achieved yet, but gratitude shifts your focus to what's already good in your life. When you practice gratitude, you remind yourself that you've already overcome so much. You've already won in so many ways, and there's so much more to come. Gratitude helps you stay grounded and humble. Even as you aim higher, gratitude doesn't mean settling, though. It means recognizing your progress while still pushing forward. Write down 3 things you're grateful for each day. It can be something as simple as having a roof over your head or the support of a friend. This simple habit can change your entire mindset. Here's the final piece of the puzzle. Enjoy the journey. Yes, winning is important, but it's not just about crossing the finish line. It's about the lessons you learn along the way. When you focus only on the end goal, you miss out on the growth, the challenges, and the small wins that happen every day. Winning is a mindset, not a destination. Take time to celebrate your progress, no matter how small it seems. Every step you take, every obstacle you overcome is a victory. And those small victories add up to something incredible. So, as you go on this journey of silencing self-doubt, building self-discipline, and making winning your only option, remember this: you are capable of more than you think. Embrace the struggle, celebrate the small wins, and keep pushing forward. Winning is not just about success in one area of life. It's about becoming the best version of yourself every single day. And that starts with self-discipline, resilience, and the mindset that no matter what life throws at you, you're going to keep moving forward. So, I want you to take a deep breath and say it with me. I can and I will. Because of that voice of self-doubt, it's time to silence it for good. Make winning your only option. You've got this.